tutorial I am going to tell you how to crochet this party skull. So let's begin. To crochet the party skull, I am going to take a merino bulky yarn that recommends the hook number 8 mm, but I am going to use 6.5 mm hook to crochet our party skull. First, you have to make chain 4. To begin, make chain 4. Then slip stitch into the very first stitch. And a circle is formed. Make chain 1 and 6 single crochet into this circle. Slip stitch into the very first stitch. For row 2, chain 1, 2 single crochet in the same stitch and each stitch around. So place 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So this is actually the stitch, the very first stitch, but basically how we make a stitch into the first stitch just by slipping our hook into here. But I'm not going to slip it that way. I'm going to slip my hook in a bit different way. So for that, I am going to slip my hook into this stitch, You can see it nicely. Into this stitch first, this way, and then into here, and make a single crochet. The very first stitch I placed it this way, and then place another single crochet as we usually do. So placing another single crochet into the same stitch as we usually do a stitch, not anymore inserting into this, but slip your hook into this stitch, the very same stitch but in a normal way, and place a single crochet. So in this way we place 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So first I slipped my hook in this stitch and then into this and placed a single crochet, and I placed my single crochet as we normally do. Now keep on placing 2 single crochets into each and every stitch around. So here I completed crocheting 12 single crochets in total for the row 2. Now I am going to slip stitch into the very first single crochet stitch. Now for row 3, chain 1, 2 single crochet into the very same stitch. So I'm going to repeat the same way as I did in the row 2. So what we basically do, we insert our hook into here to make our stitches into the very first stitch, but instead of slipping my hook here, I'm going to slip it here into this stitch, and then I'm going to slip into here. So this is how I'm doing my first single crochet stitch into the first stitch. So this is our first single crochet stitch into the same stitch, but we have to make 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So first I did, and for the second I'm going to place my second single crochet into the very same stitch as normally we do. So I place 2 single crochet into the very same stitch, place 1 single crochet into the next stitch. So into the next I'm gonna place 1 single crochet. So the pattern for the row is 2 single crochets into this stitch and 1 single crochet into the next, 2 single crochet into the next and 1 single crochet into the next. So continue doing 2 1 2 1 2 1 and I will meet you in the end of my row. I placed 2 single crochets into the stitch just before the last stitch and I'm going to place 1 single crochet into my last stitch. And place a slip stitch into the first stitch. So here's the completion of row 3. For row 4, chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch. I'm going to place a single crochet into the same stitch. Now place 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So into the next I'll be placing 2 single crochet. Single crochet in next 2 stitches. Single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. So into next 2 stitches I'm going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch. Now 2 single crochet into the next. So the pattern for the row is 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet into the next, 1 single crochet into the next, 2 single crochet into the next, again 1 single crochet into the next, 1 single crochet into the next and 2 single crochet into the next. So it's in the pattern of 1 1 2. So I'll be meeting you in the end of my round. Here I am close to the end of my round and I am left with 2 more stitches. Into this stitch I am going to place 2 single crochet and into the next I am going to place 1 single crochet. Now make a slip stitch in the first stitch and this is the end of row 4. For row 5, chain 1, 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So into the same I am going to place 2 single crochet. So 2 single crochet into the same stitch and single crochet in the next 3 stitch. Single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next and single crochet into the next. Now place 2 single crochet into the next. So the pattern of this row is 2 single crochet and 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 2 single crochet into the next. So the pattern is 2 single crochet in one stitch and 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, then 2 single crochet into the next stitch. So keep on placing 2 single crochet and 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches all the way around and I will meet you at the end of my round. Here I am very close to the end of the round and into the next stitch I am going to place 2 single crochet and into the next 3 stitches I am going to place 1 single crochet each. Now place slip stitch into the very first single crochet stitch. Now for row 6, chain 1. So I am going to place single crochet into the same stitch, and into the next stitch. Place 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Place single crochet in next 4 stitches. So 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So the pattern for this row is 2 single crochet into the next stitch and single crochet into the next 4 stitches, and I'll meet you in the end of my row. Here I am very close to the end of my row, and into the next stitch I'm going to place 2 single crochet. And into the next stitch I'm going to place 1 single crochet, and into the next stitch I'm going to place 1 single crochet. Do a slip stitch in the very first stitch. Now I'm going to work for the bottom of the scroll. For the bottom of the scroll, place chain 1. So I'm going to make single crochet together with the very first stitch and the second stitch. To make the single crochet together, slip your hook into the very first stitch. It's completely your own choice whether you want to slip your hook into the stitch this way or the way I do. Pull off a loop. Now don't complete the single crochet and slip your hook into the next stitch and pull off a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through all the 3 loops on your hook, and this is called single crochet together. Now place 6 single crochets, I mean to say 1 single crochet in next of the 6 stitches. So place 1 single crochet in next 6 stitches. Here I complete placing 1 single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Now again make single crochet together. To make the single crochet together, slip your hook into the next stitch and pull off a loop. Slip your hook into the next stitch and pull off a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through all the 6 loops. For row 8, chain 1 and turn your work. Single crochet in each stitch starting from the very first stitch. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 single crochet stitch in total for row 7 and row 8. Each of them have the same number of stitches. For row 9, chain 1 and turn your work. So now I'm going to make single crochet together again. Now place single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. In the end of your row, place single crochet together. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 single crochets for this row. Now the 10th and 11th row are same. You just have to place 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. So here I have made chain 1, turn your work and place one single crochet into each stitch till the end of your row, and you will have 6 single crochet stitches. Row 11 is also same as row 10. Place a chain 1, turn your work, and 1 single crochet into each and every stitch till the end of your row, and you will have 6 single crochets in the end. For row 12, make chain 1 and place 1 single crochet in the edge of your bottom. Once you have finished placing 1 single crochet into each and every stitch in the edge of the bottom of the shawl, now place 1 single crochet in the stitch of the shawl. So here I placed my last single crochet in the edge of the bottom of the shawl. Now here is the next stitch, and into the next stitch I am going to place a single crochet into the stitch on the shawl. Now place 2 single crochet into the next. And 1 single crochet into the each of the next 5 stitches. 1 1 1 1 1. So into each of the next 5 stitches place 1 single crochet, then into the next place 2 single crochet. So this is the pattern. You have to continue with the same pattern till the end stitch on your shawl. So I'll be meeting you in the last stitch of my shawl and say you what to do next. I will place 2 single crochet into this last stitch of the shawl round. Now place 1 single crochet in the edge of the bottom of the shawl. I am going to place 1 single crochet into here. And slip stitch in next of some stitches. So in next 6 stitches I placed a slip stitch. Now chain 1 and fasten off. With a yarn needle weave in the end. Now cut off the yarn end. So this is the wrong side of our project and this is the right side of our project. Now for the eyes I am going to use these flowers. So the tutorial of the flower has already been uploaded in my channel. You can just check my video above. In the right side corner I have given the link to the flower. Click on the link to see the tutorial. So I am going to sew these 2 flowers for the eyes of my Halloween skull. So I actually leave a long and yarn end for the flower to sew my work. If you don't like that way, haven't leave the tail, then you just can use yarn needle and yarn to sew the eyes. But I am going to sew it with the yarn end that I have left in the flower. Okay, so like this I'm going to attach the flower. So in the same way I attach the other flower too. Now let's crochet the nose of the skull. I'm going to use the same hook and a thick yarn. So for me, I don't have a thick yarn, that's why I'm took 2 strands of yarn, but you can take a single thick yarn. And so let's begin. For the notch, make a slip knot and chain 6. Here I have my chain 6 from the second chain from hook. This is our first chain, and into the second chain place a slip stitch. Into the next chain place a single crochet. Into the next chain place a half double crochet. Into the next 2 chains place 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 chains. Now chain 1 and fasten off. Sew the notch like this with a yarn needle and another yarn, or if you have left your end yarn long, then you can use this yarn or another green yarn, one green yarn, and you can just place, or you can just sew it on the edge of your notch. Here I attach the nose of my skull also, and now it's the turn of the teeth portion, and I'm not going to crochet the teeth. In fact, I'm going to embroider the teeth here. So let's see how to do it. You can just take any teeth color yarn. Black, here I have taken royal blue, so you can take royal blue, or here I have taken completely black color, so take any teeth color yarn and embroider the teeth. So I'm going to insert the needle here and here, and again slip your needle into this stitch this way. Now insert it from the back in one of the stitch down here, and again straight in one of the upper stitch, and do this for 4 times. Okay, so I'm very bad in embroidery, but this is the best that I can make, and hope it's looking like a skull teeth. Obviously it's TV, right? So it's looking like a teeth, and then you can just hide or sew the tail here on the back side. So here is the Helen skull, and if you want, then you just can take some yarns and add it this way, so it's also going to look beautiful. Or you just can make half a flower and place it here, half a flower with the same pattern. Okay, I just can also show you. So here I'm taking a blue yarn and make a magic circle, and chain 1, and into this magic circle place 10 single crochet. And pull the magic circle and type. Take a yellow color yarn, but if you choose any other color then you can also take your own color. For me, I feel like with the combination of color I made this Helen's call, I feel like yellow would be a contrast one, so I'm taking yellow color yarn and join it and place chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Place 3 double crochet into the same stitch. Now make chain 3 and slip stitch into the same stitch. Now slip stitch into the next stitch and slip stitch into the next stitch. Again repeat the petal pattern. Okay, so I made 3 petals. Let's see if it's matching, otherwise I'll be making another petal. If 3 petals would look good, then we'll go with it. So I guess it's looking okay with 3 petals, right? So I'll go with 3 petals. So here I did my slip stitch as the pattern says after the end of the petal, and instead of doing the 2 slip stitches that we usually do if we have to make the another petal, so as we are not going to make another petal, so no need to do the other 2 slip stitches, you can just fasten off. And with this yellow yarn I'll be, I'm just going to use the blue yarn to attach this. So here I have attached, and I hope you liked the final Helen's call, party's call. So here's the option: either you can use this crochet flower, half flower, or you just can use this yarn, and it's also going to look beautiful. So hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Till then, goodbye.